Right, just getting set up. Won't be very long, folks. I'm going to make sure everything is coming through on the stream correctly. Looks like I'm getting slightly substandard connection off to the Twitch servers, but for a change, YouTube appears to be fine. There we go, gave it a bit of a kick, and it appears to be happier. Alright, let's transition that over. So, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I know, it's unusual, have an afternoon stream from me. But yeah, I'm not available this evening. I have plans already. So this evening's usual stream is moving to tomorrow evening, and I'm putting a little bit of extra time in now to do some Diablo 3. So I'll be here for the next probably about 2 hours, maybe slightly less. We'll see how things go. Just verifying everything's looking fine. Good, I think it is. That makes a nice change. Just putting up my stats windows. Make sure that there we are. Make sure I can see everything important as it happens. Cool, right. Let's get going, I suppose. So for those that haven't been following my progress so far, we are working towards a Blessed Shield build. Currently we have nothing for it. It's been pretty bad. The best thing I found just recently is just off camera we found a Vitoya's Spiker. That again is not good for our build, but it's better than the generic shield I had there before. So choices today are to do a bunch more rifts, but I think what I'm going to do is run some bounties and try and get some more of the blacksmith plans and things like that, since I don't have all of them yet. So yeah, let's see how things go. Afternoon there, Wallerfried. Good having you joining the stream. How are you doing today anyway? Hopefully doing very well. Must try and remember not to get too distracted. So, Khazraden. We're running on Torment 1 at the moment. Everything seems fairly comfortable here. And even though I don't really have any of the build gear for the Blessed Shield build, it's still doing alright. Could definitely be better. Recovered from donating? Yes. Yeah, I'm feeling much better, thank you very much. Yeah, Tuesday night I was just really quite tired in the end. Plus with Alex cancelling on me and not really saying anything. Afternoon there, Despair. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, first step is definitely upgrading flails. If I can get Garfindors, I can't even remember what the name is. The one that starts with G. Gear Falcon something maybe. Yeah, I need Death's Breath for that first, which is why I thought do bounties, get Sage set, farm Death's Breaths. Should make, that's the one. Gear Falcon's Foot. Yeah, so get Death's Breaths, upgrade, get weapon. That's my plan. One down. Next up, Cursed Bellows. Oh, I've not seen the Cursed Bellows in ages, actually. Like, probably about a year, I think. For a while, I thought they removed it from the game. Because wasn't it part of, like, one of the
And there are times when I seem unable to control
bits that they realised that it was the only bit people were using to level up in, like at the start of seasons.
When he thinks me otherwise disposed.
15 minutes left to finish the Punisher season. Well, I'll be here for about 2 hours, so if you go ahead, go finish that off, and then you can let me know if it really is as boring as everyone says. I've not heard good things about it. I've heard it's quite dull. And I can sort of understand that, because the Punisher, he's not a very interesting character. Like, he's great as a supporting person, because he tends to throw a lot of chaos into an area.
My counsel begs me to reconsider. I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom.
Like, he was kind of a problem. That's not the one. He was kind of a problem even in Marvel Heroes, the Diablo III alike Marvel game, which I also played and was actually very good. But in that, also, he's just not very interesting. He's just a soldier who really likes guns. And okay, sure, he's got a little bit of a twisted past. Most Marvel heroes do. But yeah, just really, really uninteresting comparatively. You wanted more punishing. Oh, you should be watching Ghost Rider then. Yeah, that said, I almost certainly will still watch it. Right, here we go. Cursed Bellows.
This cannot be opened yet. Make your peace quickly.
I don't think we're going to get to the requisite 100. Feels like I'll be pushed for that a little.
My wrath is low.
Yeah, at the moment I tend to... I'm survivable enough, just lacking a little bit on the damage output.
Not enough wrath.
Oh, maybe I will make it. No, not quite.
I require more wrath.
Evening there, Fallen. How are you doing? And hello again, Despair. I did say hello when you said before. You might have missed it because I was also chatting to Wallafreed at the time.
Well done.
Yes, I suppose a sawed-off shotgun to the face from just a metre away is punishment. Kind of. That's alright. Don't worry about it. I only half pay attention to the streams that I watch anyway. It's more about the footage rather than what the host is saying in most cases. And Fallen, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. As I mentioned earlier, this evening's stream is moved to tomorrow night. You're the opposite. Oh, right, okay. Well, yeah, I suppose it depends on why you're coming to Twitch. In my case, I'm normally just like trying to zone out and just watch gameplay footage. It's kind of like playing games, but without actually needing to concentrate on it. So sometimes I don't even have the sound on. But then I tend to watch a fair bit at work and make things a little trickier for, you know, having a chat with the host.
Like chaff before the wind. Not ready yet.
And also it depends on the game. Like I'll watch a lot of Diablo 3 and stuff without sound because, well, largely it's irrelevant. Whereas FPS games tend to have more sound on. It's more interaction with the host because they tend to be more teachy, tutory, advice, etc. Which is very good. Right, what am I doing here? Triune Monuments. These should be relatively trivial. I've got most of the plans already, I think. just really want the Sages set. If I had that already, I would probably just be rifting. But in the absence of that, let's run this full set of bounties and see what we get.
Bad luck for you, friend.
So yeah, Fallen, tonight's stream is moving tomorrow, till tomorrow, because I've got plans this evening. So just putting an extra little bit of Diablo 3 in now. Not really to make up for it, since moving to tomorrow, so still going to get the same amount of footage in. Just because I've got a little bit of extra time here. But it would be really nice to find anything for my build this evening. That would be cool. As soon as I can upgrade my flail, I'll no longer need to be using smite on my primary. Ah, thanks. I'm likely getting takeaway, spending it with the wife. We were going to be going to a pub quiz. That's now moved to next week. Next Tuesday though, so it's not going to be on the Thursday. But we're still taking the evening to have a nice time. After all, you know, if you make plans for something, you look forward to it a bit. Let's get this opened up, move to the last one.
Make your peace quickly.
Awesome. How am I doing on Death Press anyway? 12. Yeah, I need quite a few more to get a one-handed flail upgrade attempt. So next for us, Skeleton King. Awesome. Put in a couple of these that I've neglected to do as well. There we are. I should just run past everything. Focus on the task in hand. Sometimes, you know, it's a little hard to just ignore the free experience from the things you can kill on the way past.
Really, they do not know who you are around here. Just over there. I never imagined such a creature.
Yeah, she says that a lot, but honestly, we keep running into all of these guys. She must be like either a goldfish or really, really lack imagination. Oh, that's really helpful, Fallen. I think I've actually got a reference to what you had before when you were pushing on the PTR, which is kind of what I've been using as a base guide. Yeah, I literally have nothing for it yet. Not even the cube gear.
Not enough wrath.
Yeah, I'll try and dig out what I got. Hold on one second. Let's pull it up over here. There you go. This is what I've been using as a base reference, which I believe you shared with me in the first place. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I actually end up doing a little bit more damage when he summons those other skeletal minions. It gives me an opportunity to drag them over to him and get more blessed shields on him. Well, the area damage from blessed shield.
My wrath is low.
Still, he's going down fast enough. Bring them down. Yeah, it didn't take me long to figure that one out. Although it's not a very large radius for the explosion, is it? Something like 10, 12 yards. Yeah, area damage is one thing I've been prioritising. If I pull up my power guns, yeah, you can see I've put basically everything into it. What is the range on area damage anyway? Is it like 20%? Sorry, 20 yards? Something good like that. Right, anything better for follower? Let's have a look. Nope. I want to give her like a Maximus or something. That's slightly better. I mean, she doesn't have the survive forever thing yet, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave her as she is. Back to Tyrael N. Turn this in.
You have...
Yes. That's going to be quite a long way away. None of this is any good. No. Hey, afternoon, Alex. How you doing? Turn those in. Turn this in. That's no good. No. Although, I don't actually have that here waiting to be queued, so that can go sit in. Good. Glad to hear it. Salvage this up, this up. Yeah, 56% I believe was what Wallafreed said. And currently I'm at what, 12-ish? Cooldown reduction. Oh no, I'm doing better. 26%. 90% underwater. Yeah, I know how you feel. Fortunately, I'm not ill at the moment. Was a while ago. But I've been doing much better this week. Which is good, because otherwise donating blood would have been super, super bad. You're not who I was expecting.
Not enough wrath.
The chicken of putridness. And yeah, Paragon 48, you know, that doesn't take very long at all. Basically just done a 2-hour stream the other day, and then this today, which so far is about, what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes? They're all over the place. Let's go this way first. Alex, I still haven't found any actual gear. So I'm doing a bounty set to try and get the Sages set, so I can at least farm Death's Breaths. 55.6. Right. Yes, it probably is actually defined on that. Area damage. There we are. 10 yards. Yeah. But at least it's within 10 yards of the target rather than 10 yards of you. Otherwise that would be exceptionally unhelpful. Ah, yes, it's 20%, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah, 20% chance to deal 12% of the damage. Percents on percents on percents. Elemental twerkers. You know, if you're feeling up to it, Alex, you're welcome to join me in this bounty set. I am playing on Torment 1 at the moment. Yeah, Fallen. Without a cooldown on it, that certainly helps it. Okay. I understand. Yeah, you must be feeling pretty dreadful still. Three down. Let's go back to the start. Collect the one that we saw on the west side. Tomorrow morning. Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to be doing stream tomorrow evening as well, so you're welcome to join that after I've done my usual Shadow of Mordor. But yeah, see how you feel. Hey there, Oodaloop. Good having you join. Yeah, bit of a weird time for me to be playing, but yeah, with the week off, everything's just sort of like all up in the air at the moment. For those watching on Twitch/YouTube, you may notice it appears that I am saying everything. That's actually just a restream bot passing the chat over from the other medium. So pay attention, it should have person's name in square brackets, and that's the actual person who's trying to talk.
Not ready yet.
So yeah, don't be really confused if you see me basically talking to myself. I'm not that insane, honest. Yeah, Alex, if you're still watching, I found even more hammer stuff. Just no, I'm not that insane. Shush. So I've got this for justice. Haha. And yeah, you saw that one. Okay, next. Western Channel. And more cooldown reduction. Thor build. Yeah, believe me, it's the justice one just made me laugh so much more. I even tried using justice for a second and then decided that I didn't like it. Like maybe if I was going for a speed farm build, I'd like use the sword one and then it would be really, really fast. To run through everyone. There we are. Now we actually kill people.
By the light be damned.
Yeah, I do wish a little bit that the ricochet distance on Blessed Shield was just a smidgen higher. Because I feel like if the fire chains guys can have a fire chain over that distance, then my shield should be able to ricochet between them. Ideally in an endless loop, just round and round and round.
Akan gathered the most
Not yet.
devout, driven, and martial Zakarum adherents. He taught them to channel the power of light in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being trained. But these recruits, these crusaders, were given insight into the primal powers of Zakarum
My
in
wrath
a
is
way
low.
no paladin ever was.
I do miss the old paladins a bit. Like, it's zeal that I miss, actually, if I'm being specific. But you can kind of get the same effect, actually, through the legendary gems, can't you? Like, attack speed goes up the more you attack. What's that? Go swiftness, really?
Not ready yet.
A powerful enemy we have laid low.
The Chaldean aqueducts were created
Done
by
with the
order of
Punisher.
Trade Consortium Council after the
Full
Dalgar
stop,
Oasis
just done.
was discovered
No
3
more.
centuries ago. Though Chaldeum had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
Thud, thud, thud. So I was reading up on the order that things proc in terms of your cheats deaths as a Crusader, and I was pleasantly surprised to find that you've got Akarat's champion on, that one gets triggered first, and then your passive cheat death, invulnerability or whatever it is. That's good. It means that you can really chain, well, lethal situations, provided you've got enough uptime on Akarat's champion. Indestructible, that's the one, yeah. I was also thinking of switching Holy Cause over to Finery, but I think at the moment it's probably going to give me a bit of a damage drop, just because I don't have gems in everything and don't have enough gems here. I certainly don't have enough here. Eventually I think it'll be worth more, but wouldn't be surprised if that dropped just a little at the moment. 380 down to... Give this a second. Ta-da! Right. 3760. Yeah, slightly worse. Alright, back to Holy Cause. And recommendation to go with a Kiwi rune instead. Was that Shattering Throw? Alright, let's give this a try and see how it goes. I'm enjoying the fire, mostly because at the moment, where is it? Here we are. Details. I've got Mage Fist in my cube, so an extra 20% damage. I thought that was massively outweigh everything. But happy to give it a little try. Feels like you're witnessing another language. How do you mean, despair?
I've been here alone for a while now.
So, cursed chest here
Mind if I
somewhere.
join you?
Of course, Daivan is the new boss. But you don't get to find that out.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, definitely going to be Aquila in there. Once I find an Aquila, honestly, if I had one now, I'd probably still put it in there just so I got used to the damage level. Yeah, well, I think, were you the one that hadn't really played much since release? Because, yeah, runes and everything, it's all hugely different. Or, if you're not actually that familiar with Diablo 3, I can talk through the basics of what runes do. So like with most action RPGs, you pick a skill set that you're going to be using out of various options, various options, and then each of them has a modifier that you can put on. So the discussion we were just having was about which rune to use for Blessed Shield, which is what I'm trying to build my character mostly around. And I've been using Combust, which is a fire-based one, and causes a little area of effect explosion every time it hits someone. And the recommendation was to switch over to Shattering Throw to spread out into more smaller shields and hit more things and then bounce amongst the mobs more, which could work better at the moment. That's what we're trying out. Although I do get more bonus damage for fire gear based on some equipment that I've got in my Kanai's Cube, which is this Mage Fist thing, which gives me 20% increased damage on fire skills. So hopefully that clears up a few of the points. Gambling for shield? Yeah. I have been gambling for shields. That's what I've been spending all my blood shards on, just because it's going to be the easiest thing to get for most of my build at the moment. Oh yeah, and that too, like Fallen just said, if you've got questions, like, just fire them into chat. The guys here they know way more about Diablo 3 than I do.
Yes!
Paragon 51. Alright, most people in my chat know a lot more. My brother does not.
Had enough.
Alright, so not enough for the bonus.
I enjoy
Yeah, I think that might have gone slightly better with the fire. I think I do slightly prefer fire at the moment. Again, mostly I think it's just the slight difference that Mage Fist makes over it. So I'll probably switch that back as soon as these guys are all dead. At least until I can get free / extended bounces. Right, let's just nip back to town because I've got a lot of stuff to sell anyway. Oh yeah, of course I'm not not criticizing you at all there, Wallafreed. Right, let's switch this back. Combust.
New goods today. Please look.
Anything worth passing on to you? No, not at the moment, I don't think. That's the only thing. Well, I suppose this no, barbarian weapon. No, sell everything. And throw these in here. We'll have a quick word with Kadala since we have some blood shards to gamble. Give me a shield. Not this shield. Let's deconstruct that. And then on to Shondar the Invoker. Which is the last of the Act 2 bounties.
Lord of Lies is the most elusive of the 7 evils and is a master of
what?
deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the
What?
prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war.
Isn't
which
this like one of the
ended with dark
crafting
exile
reagents
of
from
the
like when the
prime
game was
evils
launched?
to our mortal realm.
How peculiar. I thought they'd taken those out of the game. What's next? Am I going to find like a rift fragment?
You can't leave us here. I'll free you.
Yeah, I know it says it on it, but my astoundedness is that I thought they completely removed them from the game. Like when they changed the way that crafting and loot and stuff worked. Like I would have expected ones that you still had to transition over to this and say, hey, these used to have value, but now they don't. But not for it to still drop.
What you're capable of.
Let's not stand on a desecration spot.
My wrath is low.
100 you did on Monk was more of an experiment. Okay. Pillar of Ancients. Yeah, see, last time I did a Monk that was dropping bells on people, I was basically dropping that lightning pillar, and I was feeling like that was working really well. I suppose maybe it's now just a kind of a nice benefit if you happen to find it like early on when you're poor and have no money. Because it was worth like 50k, which is a not insignificant amount if you're just starting. Getting into the theme of things a little. Last night I went to watch Thor Ragnarok and then followed that up with Captain America Winter Soldier, which is a very nice combination back to back. Alright, turn this in. More plans. More designs. Turn all of these in. So yeah, if it's just vendor trash.
I can't believe what people
There you
throw
go.
away. I wanna buy some of that.
Kadala, give me another shield.
Shall we?
Not that one. Nope, that's not good. These whites won't be either. So possibly the ring? No. Salvage all that up then. Next act then. Act 3. We'll start in the keep debts.
The demons are insidious. They will stop at nothing in order to seize this keep, and all the world with it.
Yeah, I'm finding the Enchantress very interesting. Like, the AoE crowd control is very nice, but definitely less survivable. But being such a tanky character, I'm not feeling like that's a bad thing.
Legend holds that they are the offspring of
Oh yeah, Wallabreed, that's a good suggestion. But I only really need 1 or 2 of them, and I'm quite far off the number of Death's Breaths that I need before I can actually do an upgrade. Pretty sure I'll find 1 or 2 before then. If not, it's not going to be a huge amount of time to just wait around.
Not yet.
But yes, definitely worth bearing in mind.
Not enough wrath.
I wonder if the ones that like self-destruct count as being killed for this. I've never really paid attention to it. Yes, they do. Okay. That's good. I won't rush to kill them then if they want to just kill themselves.
Bad luck for you, friend.
But I will still kill them rather than let them, like, suicide on me where I can.
Maiden of lust, I have need of your ample services. Drag yourself out of whatever carnal corner of the burning hells you lounge in, and bring your daughters with you.
The spider daughters?
The enemy has proven to be both cunning and strong. But the mortals have always been easy prey for you, have they not?
Any other series recommendations? Have you watched The Good Place yet? Like I recommended. Because I've really been enjoying The Good Place.
Is on.
Alright, watch that next. It's comedy. It's also fairly short per episode, so it's a good one for like filling gaps in places.
By the light be damned.
It's about this person who ends up in The Good Place, but she's been like pretty bad and selfish throughout her life, so she's worried people are going to figure out that she's not supposed to be in The Good Place. I suppose I could overrun through here a bit faster. Okay, next up, kill Bricktop. I also need to save two-handed flails actually, because I'm going to want Aken's leniency at some point.
Patience.
Alright, vortexes. Alright, should be all sorted now that the rest of them are dead. Nothing to get pulled into. Alright, except his face, I suppose. Move on. I feel a bit sorry for Dragus. He probably is the most killed person, like, out of all the champions in the game. Just because he's always here. And there's always quests in Stone Fort. what else have I been enjoying? I've been enjoying Person of Interest, actually. It's about... You can't find The Good Place on Netflix. I thought it was on Netflix. Pretty sure it is. I don't have my tablet to hand, so I can't check. But yeah, Person of Interest is another one that I've been enjoying. I'm only a few episodes into it at the moment, but yeah, the premise is there's a machine doing calculations on all sorts of people, the communications they have, what they do, and predicts where crime or malice is going to happen. So it's a bit like a tech-based Minority Report. So yeah, I'm about 3 or 4 episodes in, and really enjoying it so far. But that's more of a like procedural rather than comedy. But yeah, let me just double check. There you go. That's The Good Place.
It's impressive.
And thanks RestreamBot for restreaming my own chat back to myself. Not on German Netflix. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have realised that they would have regional variations on Netflix, but honestly the thought never really crossed my mind. I guess they've only got the license for it in some countries, although why they wouldn't get it for all countries at the same time is mind-blowing.
Not yet.
Unless they're playing... maybe they're paying a flat fee per region and predict that it's not going to be as popular in non-natively English-speaking areas. So I suppose it could be a financial-based decision, but I had always just assumed that they would like pay per playback rather than for a set time.
Patience.
Yeah, same here. I basically assumed that everything in Europe would be under the same license for them.
The crusade marches on.
When the Crusaders had learned all they could, Akan sent them out into the world, seeking a way to cleanse the corruption that
Okay,
followed the path
next.
of the
Battlefield.
faith. There was no clear goal for them
Get
to
that.
pursue, and some clerics claimed it was a fool's errand, that they could never succeed. But these Crusaders would not be deterred.
So, Colonel Severin. Oh, this is in the same place as the triage was the other day. Any dinner suggestions? Ooh. Maybe Chinese? Can't go wrong with Chinese. Or pizza. I'm probably going to have pizza myself this evening.
Do not give up. We must drive these demons back. Stand fast, men.
Although I haven't yet decided what I'm going to have on my pizza. Probably going to be like artichoke hearts. Yes. Yeah, pizza's one of those things that I think you could eat pretty much every day without growing tired of it. Obviously, that's not the case for everyone. So I would still recommend pizza, even if you had pizza a few days ago. Just my own preference, though. Despair. It might make more sense if you knew I was vegetarian. That cuts out like all the hams, pepperoni, beef, gammon, you name it. Various Thai chicken toppings and stuff, peri-peri things that they've got these days.
Not yet.
Here they are!
Oh, hello. Hiding behind a XP well. I couldn't see him. Tried to be vegetarian. What went wrong with it? Ooh. Mushrooms on pizzas is good. Yeah.
Make your peace quickly.
Fair enough. Yeah. As I understand it, like the hardest time is the start. Once you're past the start, it's a lot easier. Like I've been vegetarian now for how many years? Like 13, 14 years? Something like that. It's been so long that I doubt my guts would handle meat very well at all. So yeah, in terms of like my pizza toppings, I tend to go for interesting vegetables, lots of different sorts of cheeses, mushrooms, that sort of stuff. Sometimes assortments of peppers and chilies, depending on if I want something spicy. So I identify things. What do we have here? Flail of the Ascended. Also not very useful to me. Let's put that in here for cubing later. I did get the Blade of Prophecy earlier. I am considering trying a Condemn build at some point. Now, what do I want? Any of this useful for you? That's what I was going to check. Probably not. No. One-handed flail. Let's keep that off to one side. I think I had a two-handed flail in here as well. No, just a blue. Alright. Salvage the rest. Dump these back in, and then we'll go back into the vault. Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah, so I imagine like turkeys and stuff. Actually, that reminds me, right? So in the UK, we have no traditional Christmas food. It seems like in the last 3 or 4 years, supermarkets, through their advertising, have been really trying to push turkey as a Christmas dish. And I'm thinking, no. Also, what? Like, when I was little, it used to be like pork and beef, depending on what we actually felt like buying and what the butcher had available. 16. That's doing okay. Ham. Yeah, Christmas ham. Yeah. Yeah, that is pork. So yeah, it's like turkey. No, very much not a Christmas food, and yet it seems like that's all you see advertised these days. I find it very peculiar. I mean, it doesn't affect me at all. I certainly don't have the stress of trying to prepare a Christmas turkey in my house.
Make your peace quickly.
Didn't actually want both at the same time, but that's fine. Nice. We might come out of this with enough Death's Breaths to actually upgrade a flail, which would be super awesome. But yeah, I'm from London. We don't really do Thanksgiving. But yeah, your mentioning of it reminded me about this whole weird Christmas turkey thing that's been happening recently. Tell you what I do really like though, around about this time of year is when the corner shops near me start stocking Lebkuchen. And oh man, this the German gingerbread stuff just makes me just insane for it. It's got a horrible addiction to it.
Not ready yet.
I wonder how painful she is at the moment. Let's find out. I think I blocked that, I'm not sure. Here we go again. Not too bad. That's fine. Oh, I suppose I do kind of want those dead. As this fight's going on a bit. I think it's about 5 that you can actually get gear out of before they stop dispensing goodies. Did I accidentally kill her with my follower? That's fine. I think I got all the treasure fiends. Wow, good work, Enchantress. Ah, things. Yes. Delicious. Alright, back to town. I think that's the bombardment one. Let's identify things. Find out. It is the bombardment one. Sure, you can use that. And have that as well, why not? Boon of the Hoarder doesn't really fit me for the moment. And there's a two-handed flail. Put that alongside here. Actually, let's store this one as well. How many do I have? 24! Not quite enough, of course. So, salvage up. Evening there, Adam. Things going very well, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well as well. Well. So, Boon of the Hoarder can go in there. This can go in my junk pile. Let's put all these gems in. Nice. Right, so back to the underbridge, like I was trying to do before that hole into the vault opened up. Oh yeah, we didn't really do anything about these. May as well while we're here now. So this is more worthwhile now, we don't have to wait for them all to spawn in the first place. Still probably not worth us stopping to fight though. Not really. There you go, Captain Hale. You're welcome. So all the way down to the underbridge. I will stop and kill these guys actually. We only need one more Death's Breath to be able to upgrade another one-handed flail.
Make your peace. Quick.
No, no joy. Never mind, eh? I can find out. Let's have a look. View profile, I guess. So, season 12. Paragon 2. Yeah. There you go. So, yes, very much single digits. Not quite singular digit. Ooh, what was that? I hit another set. Oh, great. Another set of van braces. Lovely. A little bit more damage, though. Oh, and fire skills do more damage. Yes, I think I will, then. That makes it quite worthwhile for the Blessed Shield side.
Not ready yet.
I wish you could get to the underbridge from both sides, actually. That would be cool. It seems a bit strange that it's only down this end. Empowered Shrine.
Not yet.
I wonder if I should switch Smite over to a fire-based one, actually. Probably. There's that Death Breath that I want. Now all we need is good luck. I hope we don't get the same one that we've got at the moment. Or, like, similar. Only 7 more enemies. I'll wait until we're done here before we go back. Right, so, fire-based. None of them. None of them are fire-based. All holy. That's fine. Hashtag whatever. Really surprised that Smite doesn't have a fire option. Hello, Gilded Baron. I did not need more money, but I will still kill you. Yoink. So, back to town. Cross our fingers and hope for a good gamble. Right. So, oh, we've actually got a one-handed. So, let's go through that in. Upgrade rare item. Cross fingers.
Not your worst idea. Not quite.
Why? Why, game? Does it really, really want me to use a Blessed Hammer build? Oh. I'm trying to be Captain America, not Thor. So that's... Right. Blessed Hammer. Right. Dominion Room. Now orbits as you move. I mean, it's still better, right? And the Hammerdin doesn't even use that flail. Lissai. Right, let's swap it over at least. Because it is technically an improvement. That's funny in a terrible, terrible way. Right, so I should reroll the vitality to strength at least. Yeah, if I had the choice, I would. But I'm going for an idiot build here. Like, we're trying to be stupid about this, not trying to be sensible. Kind of. I've got no Death's Breath. Can't re-roll the vitality. So, also, hashtag whatever for that. I know, right? Didn't even roll main stat. I could... If it wasn't flail, I could probably give that to my enchantress and she'd be well happy with it. But Lissai. good though. It reminds me that the game hates me. Game hates everyone. Alright, 24 more death breaths.
Not ready yet.
I am liking the increase in damage from it just being ancient though. That's the only saving grace of it.
I enjoy that.
So, trundling on.
Patience. By the light be damned. Not yet.
Rip indeed, yeah. What season missions have I got left? Sorry, it's been a little while since I looked. Quite a lot. I've not done most of this bit because it requires a lot of things on Torment 4. So I haven't done any of the Key Wardens at Torment 4. I haven't done the Butcher at Torment 2 because I'm just running Torment 1, and that's Torment 4 as well. And then GR20 solo. But that's it. Everything else is done. So, yeah, making some progress, but honestly, really would like some of my builds to drop. Like, even any of, like, Akan's armor would be nice. I don't normally stop to help those guys, but I figured why not this time. And I wish there was a fast way to get off this edge. In through the door. Like, I've tried Falling Sword in the past and that didn't work. Monk Teleport also didn't work. There might be something with, like, Epiphany, if there's monsters down there. But Dashing Strike certainly didn't. So, into the heart.
Trying to hurt me.
Because you're a bad spider lady, basically. There's not a lot of mystery to it. You bad guy, me good guy, therefore me hurt you. Although,
I eat you now.
it does kind of seem like two sides of the same coin, doesn't it? Adam, the first time I played Crusader, I basically had everything for a Legacy of Nightmare, Bombardment, Crusader just drop naturally. I wasn't even trying to collect it. It just all fell into my lap. And I was like, well, I may as well try it out. It's so fun. It really is. It's so easy as well. You just kind of walk near things and they're already dead. Yay! Finally got the Sage's Journey. Oh, that took a while. Well, we started bounty sets, so we may as well keep going in them. A little bit more damage, a little bit less toughness. May as well. That doesn't help anything, so salvage that up. I suppose also turn this in. Drop this in my set gear for Crusaders. Crusader. There we go. Ah, yes. Gems as well. And then Kadala very quickly. Kadala.
Hello there.
Shield! No. Now, do I have enough gem levels? Show all. Plans and stuff. Yes, I do. Good. I can start doing this better. Going to turn this into a Royal Emerald. Don't have enough to go any higher than that at the moment, but slight improvement is, of course. Yes. Incremental improvements, that's what we like. Could possibly do a bit better on the diamonds, so yeah, sure, let's do one of those as well. Not amethyst, diamond, there we are. So let's 3 of those. Pull this out. Not quite enough. Maybe I misjudged. Oh wait, I didn't actually craft them. Duh. Better as cooldown actually. So get that in there. How many more of these do I have? Do I have enough to do this all the way? Probably not. No, not quite. That's fine. I can sit in here and these two could go back in my stash. So that there, this here. And then on to Act 4. So Black King's Legacy first up. Just looking for the portal. So we're going to try and skip most of the mobs on the way there, as usual. The reason I'm continuing now that I've got the Sages set is just to keep a somewhat close balance of my crafting materials. It is a bit of a pointless endeavour, actually. But it makes me feel a bit better. Here we go, this way. So, welcome to everyone that's joining the stream. It's great to have so many people in the various chats. Do feel free to just lurk away if that's your thing. Or, you know, ask questions, get involved. There's plenty of really, really good expert knowledge here in chat. More than willing to, and more capable than me, to answer any questions you might have. Waterfreed, how do you mean dying? Well, as in like the fuse is going? I mean, I assume you've got like internet/LAN over your house mains then, from the way you're talking. Connection shit, yeah. We've all been there, unfortunately. Although I don't use a power line adapter, yeah, usually it's the ISP for me. It's possible someone's plugged something in that's fritzing with the connection. So interference from something else.
By the light be damned. Your suffering is over.
Yay, Paragon 56. Hell Rift level 2.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, I feel like this is going, you know, pretty good so far. Especially considering I have nothing to support the Blessed Shield yet. It's still being quite effective. Can't wait for it to actually become, like, imbalanced, overpowered.
The Archangel of Valor is the greatest warrior.
Some recipes are secret. Nice.
He revels in war and combat, and has led the host of heaven to innumerable
a house with 20 individual flats in it. That is insane. My goodness. Do you live in like a super giant mansion? Like actually, in PUBG, you know when we land a mansion and there's that block of thing next to it? Do you live in something like that? I'm trying to picture one house with 20 flats in it, and basically the only thing that comes to mind is stately manors. Not this way. 4 stories high plus the ground floor. Ah, okay. Now I'm picturing kind of like an English Victorian terrace house, but really, really high. Because that would be just as you described. Not this way either.
Not yet.
Maze, isn't it? Yeah. That's just a fancy word for a flat.
Patience.
I'm stopping to kill a few yellows and blues along the way just because I really want more death breaths. Like, even though it would be a drop in power to switch to a non-ancient weapon, if I got a non-ancient Gerfalcon's Foot, I would definitely switch over to it. There are quite a lot of these guys actually along the way. Maybe I'll just kill all of them. One! It was not all in vain.
Not yet.
The other thing I wonder is how far does Blessed Shield go off screen when you miss? Like, whoosh. Because I know it goes really far. But I don't know precisely how far. Are we talking like 1 screen? 2 screens away? 4 screens? Like, it would hit that guy and come back if I hadn't just missed. Probably hit someone else and then came back. Okay, Holy Sanctum. More area damage. I find this place weird. Throw one and run after it. That's a good idea, actually. I'm sure the prophets didn't actually foretell their death. You're just saying that to make them feel weird.
Bad luck for you, friend.
That'll do. Let's open this and this and just start bombing him.
Patience.
Next up, Error. And yeah, I am going to try throwing a shield and then chasing it with my horse. Ah! I think it hit something rather than... I should do it in like a Field of Misery or something. Or maybe it is just the edge of the screen. Or maybe it disappears when I get on my horse. That's the other thing. Evening there, Alex. How are you doing? Yeah, seems to be the edge of screen. But I'm sure I've had it go further. Maybe I've only had it go further in co-op. And it's bounded by like what people can experience. That's not the correct way. This is the correct way. And yeah, if I found an ancient nutcracker, probably still be okay with it. At least it wouldn't be another Blessed Hammer thing. God, so many Blessed Hammer things. Ah, thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. The Endurance Rune, mostly because I really like dragging things around. Yeah, I really like Draw and Quarter. It's quite good for bunching people up together, which in turn works quite well with Blessed Shield. But also, it means that I can like drag people away to isolate them and then kill them more quietly if I need to. Haven't needed to yet, but you know, the option is there.
Not yet.
Error. Hello. Time bubble. Awkward. That'll do. Next on the bounty list is Rakanoth. Yeah, if I'm going for damage, I usually go for the fire one. The extra uptime, I don't usually need the extra mobility. What with having the flash from this for a little bit of extra movement, that normally suffices. Plus, I don't really like changing my build like every few seconds, depending on what I'm doing. I know that is not optimal. I'm just quite lazy, so I find this is fairly good utility. Pretty good damage. It's a nice-ish middle ground for everything, really. Rakanoth! Yeah, this is definitely not an efficient use of my cooldowns, but sometimes you just want to have a bit of fun. Here we go. Library of Fate. Oriel's Domain. Yeah, this is not a very difficult fight at the moment. He doesn't do enough damage in one go. Sorted. So we'll go back to Tyrael now. Turn in this cache.
I need to go back.
And salvage up all of this junk. I suppose repair everything while we're here. Not you, you're not Tyrael. So a few more bits. Let's identify that helm. Pride's Fall by the look of it. It is. That's quite good. If I roll sweep attack damage into a socket, that could be fine. Let's stash it and think about it. We'll turn in these and this one as well. Turn. Put this in here. Salvage up those two. Ask for a shield from Kadala and then go on to Act 5. It's nice having a legal attorney to help with these things. This is wrong. I need you to draw up an indiction against Kadala for serving me the wrong shield. A Black King's Legacy again. I'm sure we just did that in Act 4, but okay. I wonder if it's going to be the same blighted sewer. That will be very interesting.
Like chaff before the wind.
How's everyone finding the stream quality anyway? Again, with the different times to stream, it's never really sure what the ISP is going to do about it. I've not seen any like big red flags from my end yet.
Recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim. Gods by another name, and their ruined civilization.
Am I even going the right way? God, it's quite a long way away. Probably going the right way, just through chance.
But for the record, this single token.
So down here.
Not ready yet.
I think these little spirit totems are my favourite things for killing bad guys with, like environmental destruction type stuff. They're just like really satisfying.
Not yet.
Partly because they set each other off, and partly because they're little homing spirits of death, which is always nice. Brutal subpoena, nice.
Patience.
Yeah, dereliction of duty, trading standards, throw all that sort of stuff at her. Sure, you can also get some Data Protection Act stuff.
Bad luck for you, friend. Not ready yet.
Thud, 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 thud. Yeah, I'm still seeing way more Wallers than I would expect. It would be really, really interesting if on the sly Blizzard changed it so that it kind of looked at what skills you were using and then picked the champions to be your actual nemesis. So for me that would be, well, Waller, Frozen I suppose, Vortex. Not so much Molten, don't really have much trouble with them.
Make your peace quickly.
Also, that answers that question. It is a different Blighted Sewer. The last one was blue. This one is very much red. Next, Path of the Drowned. Well, Grizzly Guy's just here. And then I guess we're going killing Boggets. I do like, actually, these foot traps. Pay attention as I walk through them because you can see it get rendered onto my foot when I'm not on a horse. Illegal gambling in the districts of New Jerusalem. Nice. So yeah, I'm going to walk through this. And look, see, you can actually see it on my foot. That's nice attention to detail. I think people would be fine with it just being like an aura that turned up. But no, they actually render it on your specific foot. And you can see it go left foot, right foot, etc. as you're walking around. That's nice.
Not yet. The crusade marches on.
Oh, another 75 of these little bastards. There's some coming up behind.
Not ready yet.
Please, more death breaths. That would be really, really convenient.
Crusade marches on.
Thank you. 45 more. Yeah, see, that's like good design decisions, that is. And Despair, it doesn't materialise a horse out of nowhere. It's out of a little pocket dimension. Which is why you can see the little puff of steam almost around the ankles.
Patience.
If you've ever seen the film Ultraviolet, it's to do with like folding space that they use in there. Yes. It's more science than magic. Ten more.
Not ready yet.
6 more. Ultraviolet is one of your favourite movies. Well, at least you know the science then.
By the light be damned.
I tell you what, I love the colour scheme cinematography of that film. I could do without most of the plot. I love terrible films. That's my problem. And so yes, I do love Ultraviolet. But it's not a good film. Not by any stretch. It's very, very enjoyable, just not great. I don't remember Sacred having weird mounts. Mind you, am I thinking of Sacred? I might not be. I'm thinking of one with like it's an action RPG-ish with classes like Vampire and Elf. Was Elf one? And you put points into things and they got worse and it was really weird. Like, I definitely remember the Elf's range skill being way better if you only put 1 point into it. And the nose filters. Yes, the little filter plugs. That is cool. Like, that's what someone's put in that probably could have gone into writing better dialogue for the scene that they're in. In fact, I think the entire film was probably sponsored by Manic Panic. They do some hair dyes that I used to use. Just because they're probably the only people that could colour match the costumes for the various scenes. No Guardian of Malthael this time. Let's put that offense point in. More cooldown reduction. We must be almost 30% by now. 27. That's kind of almost 30%. Hello, Malthael. Yeah, so I think Sacred is the game that I'm thinking of. I didn't play it too much. It seemed interesting. It just also seemed very, 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 very long. Got to ride a tiger. Nice. Maybe I should get back to the game.
Not yet.
Yeah, that would be pretty much my benchmark for is this game awesome. Is, oh, you can ride a tiger. Right, auto pass. There's always another way. Like sticking your Enchantress right in the middle so she soaks up all the death. Next phase. Which way are you going? The other way, right? Yeah, this is having no trouble at all. Maybe I can switch up to Torment 2. My kill speed is still not great on account of most of my build not existing yet. But survivability wise, I'm fine. That was awkward. Giant monitor lizard. Or a warrior monster thing. So you're basically riding an NPC. This wasn't even the bounty. I'm an idiot. That's hilarious. I was too busy monologuing and just also go off to fight Malthael. Adam, no one really understands how YouTube does its thing. Like, it could well be that the guy gets no exposure at all. Alright, let's don't complain at me, I'm doing a good thing. Prison, but I'm going to execute the person contained within because that is totally normal. No war crimes here. Hey, Baleth. Technically I freed you, but only so I can kill you.
Impressive.
Yeah, thanks. See, I would just question about my motives, really, if I was him. Adam, I don't judge you, but I never played Pokemon, so all I really know is the pop culture references of, like, the ones from the cartoon, like the big ones from the cartoon. And even then, I never watched the cartoon, really, so it's just, like, what was on while I was visiting friends and stuff. But I can certainly understand the appeal.
Had enough?
Pokemon's your most played game series. I think there's a lot of people in the world that can say that. Like, there's like, what, 12 different versions of it as well? Or so. Possibly more. Terror of Corallan. Hey, Azil.
My soon demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
The time for words is past.
Miss me. I'll tell you one thing I don't miss from Diablo 2 actually is the immunities to so-and-so. Like, especially things like physical immunity. That thing was a major arse. Like, I can understand encouraging people to find different ways to kill something. Like, that's kind of admirable, but at the same time, like, if you didn't want people to play the game that way, why put it in the game? Going down. I just realised that my Enchantress has been dead for most of the fight. Ah, she's fine. She got back up afterwards. Alright, on to the last bounty then. Rathima's Gift. And there's two of them right here. They say that there's a Pokemon for every single sort of person in the world, and that like everyone should identify most closely with one. So I think just from the sheer name of it, the one called Snorlax is probably me. Yeah, exactly, Adam. Like, if everyone had guaranteed at least 2 damage types, and then he was, like, immune to one of them, okay, fair enough. But then, even that, like, I would prefer just a flat 50% resistance to both damage types than 100% immunity to one.
Sadness? Well, nothing bad could happen here.
Sure,
Yes.
nothing bad. So I guess it's the next area for the last one. And that might be this way. No, that's the way on. Ah, further this way. Okay. Get past all of that. It would be nice to get enough XP to hit Paragon 60, but I don't. Hey, there we go, just enough.
I need to go back.
I was about to say, but I don't think it's quite going to make it.
Well.
Right, salvage all of that. Let's open this. Crusader shield. Ooh. It's... Well... It's worse, but... It's interesting. I'm actually going to put that down there. I wonder if there's a possible build involving that. Like maybe a Legacy of Nightmares thing. Salvage up the rest of the stuff we've got. Let's put this in here. And these. Have a quick word with Kadala. Kadala, shield please.
Anything could happen.
No, no. Disappointing, but well, I suppose it's to be expected. Can't have everything we want. Right, well, with that finished, complete bounty set, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. It's been really, really good having you all along here for the last 2 hours. It's been great having so many people active in chat at once. It's really, really been very, very enjoyable. Yeah, thanks for coming. As I said, this evening's stream that would normally be starting in about an hour's time has been pushed back till tomorrow, so be sure to tune in then. Probably be going to do some Shadow of Mordor to start with, and then maybe some Diablo 3 afterwards. We'll see how the evening goes. After that, don't know. Possibly some at the weekend, although that's unlikely because I'm out quite a lot. So I expect it's going to be Monday evening, which should be back to its usual slot after this week's abrupt cancellation. Apologies for that. Unforeseen circumstances all round. But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone, and take care.